Stock exchange where someone's sitting there ringing the bell. What is this? Basically looks like you might be offloading the company. HP says it plans to eliminate up to 30,000 jobs in the coming weeks, all because of more competition and less demand for personal computers. Now, the official announcement is expected next week. We have HP offices in Thomas and Roseville. Sacramento has long been flirting with the idea of bringing the A's to the area, but there are hundreds of problems that would have to be solved before bringing them here. Mark Dempsey has a closer look at why.
Well, how would you like to get married in comfort? Take a look at the latest trend in wedding wear. Wedding day Ugg boots. That's right. The Australian bootmaker is offering up their I Do line of boots. They come in iridescent sequins that glitter, white and pink. There are Swarovski crystal Ugg boots in a shimmering white. That just raised the price there, by the way. And of course, Ugg flip-flops.
I haven't seen the flip-flops.
I'm looking at, I'm like, look at them. They're fuzzy. The price for these items range from $70 to $225.
Well, I say skip
and I've heard men don't like Uggs on women. There's kind of that whole thing. They just don't appreciate them.
Yeah,
I appreciate
that's
a good
where the
Ugg.
name comes from, by the way. $225 bucks. Ugg. Don't go away. We're gonna check.
Well, in American Idol news, there are rumors that J-Lo could be leaving American Idol at the end of this season. Yes, yes, yes. And now that's according to sources with E! Online. They say J-Lo has been dropping little hints in recent weeks that her departure from the show could be coming soon, and she has served as a judge on the Fox singing competition for the past 2 seasons, and it may be also because of this. Jennifer Lopez apparently has the most star power in Tinseltown. Can you believe it? She was named #1 in Forbes' annual list of the 100 most powerful celebrities. Well, it seemed like a basic medical call, but it became a standoff that required a SWAT team. Alyssa Harrington is live in West Sacramento as the standoff has finally come to an end. Alyssa, tell us how this all unfolded. Well, it looks like the Sacramento County court system is about to lose 9% of its workers. Now, that's according to the latest state budget revisions put forward by Governor Jerry Brown on Monday. In that budget, the state faces a reduction of $544 million in state trial court funding. Well, for many allergy sufferers, the pollen season is peaking right now. If you're sneezing, wheezing, and rubbing your eyes like myself, there's a good chance that you can blame either grasses or the olive trees. And with the information age still in full swing, many candidates are facing questions about their past, sometimes uncomfortable ones. Chris Beal went out to find out how these would-be politicians are getting beyond their pasts. Good Monday morning. I'm Alisa Becerra. Your time is 4:30. We'll get to all the news in just a second, but first let's check in with Darren Peck and see what's going on with our picture. As I drove across the causeway, it was like 60 some odd degrees. He led officers on a chase and then had to be pulled from the Sacramento River. Now he's behind bars. The most bizarre thing about this case, the man was naked. The CHP says the man was going about 120 miles an hour westbound on Highway 50. The car veered onto the Interstate 5 and then headed off Q Street. Officers say the driver smashed through the barriers onto a pedestrian bridge in downtown. He got out of the car, took off his clothes, and got in the river. That's where he was eventually arrested. Officers believe he was under the influence of drugs. Rising temps means a rising risk of wildfires, and this year fire crews are getting some additional help. The City of Roseville firefighter and the Parks and Recreation Department are teaming up to promote fire safety. Today, the city is scheduled to kick off what has become an annual fire vegetation project using goats. The goats will help reduce the vegetation that helps fuel those big wildfires. Good Tuesday morning. I'm Alisa Becerra. Your time is 4:30. We'll get to all the news in just a moment, but first let's check in with Darren and see what's going on with that weather outside. Darren? Missing firefighter William Porter's body was found Monday evening. Now, Porter went missing earlier this month when he was suspected to be out on a fishing boat by himself. His boat was found abandoned, prompting the search of Camp Far West Reservoir. More than 100 volunteers looked for Porter, including many fellow firefighters.
Well, we are here with students who are really learning a lot about energy. Tell me how important it is to get that wind just in the right place.
It's really important.
All right, we're going to go over here where they are powering vehicles. All right, tell me what's going on.
We are making wind-powered cars.
The basic technology here is like a sailboat, though, right? Those are like
but with wheels.
With wheels.
Yeah.
And what have you learned about all this energy?
That you don't always need electricity.
Are you pretty excited? You seem when you see your students here making it happen.
You know what? It turns learning into fun.
We're going to get to Alisa Becerra right now. She is driving back.
It's kind of stop and go. It actually is moving. We're on 113 north towards Woodland. By the time we got to Dixon, things were starting to slow down a bit. And then as soon as we hit that exit for 113 headed towards Woodlands, I mean, it was off. Everybody off. The weird part about it, the thought I thought that was most chilling, is as you're getting off that off-ramp, you look down Highway 80 towards the causeway. There was no one on the freeway, no vehicles whatsoever. And now as I speak to you, traffic is coming to more of a slower pace. So far, again, we're just kind of crawling here. And, you know, it's hard to know whether people here are aware of why they're having to do this. There was no signs that said, you know, police activity. It looked like, you know, just the road was shut down. Everybody who was detoured from 80 is now having to take this very slow one-lane ramp to get to I-5 South. And I can tell you, coming from the city, it was fine. The minute we hit that exit for 113, we all got put into a lane. Then we were on 113 in several lanes, 2 to be exact, where traffic was moving, you know, kind of at an even pace, but slowly. We were crawling, and then, you know, as the closer we got to 5, the slower it got.